عشق بلاد الشام.
If I were a Jew, I'd be a Zionist. I am a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
US President Joe Biden has been a long-standing supporter of Israel. In fact, one of his first trips overseas as a senator was to Israel back in 1973.
My first meeting in Israel was invited by a woman named Golda Meir, who I admired from afar, as millions of Americans did. But my education started, as some of you know, at my father's dinner table. It was at that table I first heard the phrase that is overused sometimes today, but in a sense not used meaningfully enough. First, I heard the phrase, never again. It was at that table that I learned that the only way to ensure that could never happen again was the establishment and existence of a secure Jewish state of Israel.
Biden continued to voice his support for Israel at every opportunity. He even opposed arms sales to Saudi Arabia back in 1986 because he believed Saudi Arabia posed a major threat to Israel.
If we look at the Middle East, I think it's about time we stop, those of us who support, as most of us do, Israel in this body, for apologizing for our support for Israel. There's no apology to be made. None. It is the best $3 billion investment we make. Were there not an Israel, the United States of America would have to invent an Israel to protect her interest in the region.
Throughout his political career, Biden has also been vocal about his support of U.S. arms sales to Israel. This is from Biden's election campaign website, which shows a full list of his support shown to Israel over the years. There have been rare times when Biden has voiced his opposition to Israel's plans to annex Palestinian land. Most recently, during his presidential campaign in 2020, Biden said that he would reverse some of Donald Trump's policies that led to Israeli plans to annex parts of the West Bank, saying he did not support annexation. But then there's also a long track of Biden's unwavering support for illegal Israeli activity in the region. It's been reported that Biden once said he would go even further than Israel, adding that he'd forcefully fend off anyone who sought to invade his country, even if that meant killing women or children. These comments were made after Israel's 1982 invasion of Lebanon, where around 18,000 people were killed. Considering Biden's historic stance on Israel, will his politics really differ from Trump when it comes to settlements and other human rights violations?
My name's Joe Biden, and everybody knows I love Israel.